Hello all. Well, there seems to be a lot of fear in installing ceiling fans. Now, before I get into this video, if you have an older house in which the wires are not color coded, you're gonna have to do continuity, or however you pronounce it. I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry, this video is not for you. This is for color coded wires. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get to it. There are numerous ways to wire a ceiling fan, depending on how the particular room is wired. In this particular case, there was a bare copper wire, which is the ground, a white wire, which is a common, and two hot wires, black and red. Now, on the internet, it will say that you have to wire the light on one wire and on the motor on another wire. You can do either or. Believe me, you can do either or. Anyway, let's get down to oldest to newest. Okay, so in an old house that's color coded, you will have a bare or green wire, which is the ground. You will have a white wire, which is a common, and then you will have a black wire, which is your hot. Now, before you go on all of this, make sure to kill the power. I don't want you becoming a French fry, because I am not going to be responsible for stupidity. Anyway, so on the ceiling fan, you have a green wire, which is sometimes green and yellow. That will be a ground. Can always connect the ground first. Always, always, always connect the ground first. Okay, so you got the ground connected. Then you want to white to white. And then on your ceiling fan, you will have a blue and a black. The blue is for the light. So if you're using a ceiling fan with an optional light kit and you don't want to use the light kit, put a wire nut over the blue. Okay. And connect it as you normally would. Now, for those with a light kit, like this one, on this particular scenario, you will connect the blue and the black to the black. Okay. Now that scenario is squared away, let's talk about a one where you don't have a ground. So one was you don't have a ground. You will do pretty much exactly as the previous scenario, except for you don't need to put a wire nut on the ground because it's not having any electricity go through it. But just leave the ground alone and connect it as in the previous scenario. Okay, so now you have the most modern, which is a green or bare. In this particular case, it was bare. You have a white, red, and a black. Okay. So, there are pretty much 2 or 3 different ways you can do this. Okay. So, always connect the ground first. Okay? Then you're going to do white to white. Now, because you have too hot, you can connect the blue to the red or the black. And if you want it opposite, it will depend on how you want to switch. So it will also depend on how the house is wired to the switch. But you can do the motor and light to either the blue, either the black or the red, or if you want it to do separately, you can connect the blue wire to the red wire and the black wire to the black wire, or you can do it vice versa. And that's really all there is to it. It's a piece of cake. There's no need to be scared as long as you use common sense and kill the power and make sure the power is off. That's really all there is to it. There's no need to be scared. I would like to thank my old neighbor JJ for teaching me this, and I just wanted to pass it along. Thank you for your time, YouTubers. Hope this helps. Bye.